What is going on, everybody? It's the Franz. We're back again with another Elestrals Divine Champions reveal here. This time we got ourselves finally, after 13 previous days of reprints and reprints and reprints of previous Elestrals, we are finally getting a semi-new Elestral. We're getting a Nexus here, it looks like, but introducing Harpy and new champions of Poseidon. Let's get into this.
It's time for all my watercasters out there to turn the tides of battle with these incredible brand new champion water Elestrals, and maybe just maybe a new Elestral you've never seen before. Let's dive in. Man, oh man, I am so excited for Divine Champions FireStorm, and I know you guys are as well. And today, we're not going to turn up the heat, but rather, we're going to cool things off with some new water cards. I'm so stoked about these, man. These are so sick. I know you guys love the new Sluggle, the new Majesty, the new Globby, lots of great champions of Poseidon.
They're fine.
But these champions now are going to turn things on their head. Some really cool strategies to explore. Lots of new stuff. Make sure you guys get your FireStorm pre-orders in if you haven't done so yet. Exclusive promos, amazing products. Our starter decks are the best they've ever been.
No, they're not. Not even close.
Get those booster boxes ordered. First in, first out. So the sooner you order, the sooner your order is going to ship.
They need to stop calling them starter decks. They need to just start calling them booster decks or something, because they're not, like those decks are not worth starting with.
So don't miss out on that. But let's talk about the first of our champions, man. You guys thought Galaxy was confusing enough. It's time to reveal Galaxy Champion of Poseidon.
When this Galaxy's one or more water, you can swap each Elestral's attack with its defense until the next turn. Okay. Okay, so it's just for a turn. Okay. Why would you play this? Why would you play this?
This is how you know that I just love making goofy card effects, because this Galaxy is...
Yeah, I would not be sitting there touting that you like to make goofy card effects. That takes... You want to take this serious. Why are you not taking this serious? Oh, I'm here making goofy card effects here and there. It's like, why are you laughing about that? This is supposed to be a serious TCG and you're making goofy card effects like this. Are you kidding me?
It's bonkers, man. Galaxy Champion of Poseidon comes to the field with 2 attack and 5 defense, much like our original friend from base set. However, this Galaxy says that when this Galaxy receives 1 or more Water Spirit, you can swap each Elestral's attack with its defense until the next turn. That means that Galaxy is now a receive effect that you can send out to the field when it receives a spirit on cast, or when you nexus to it through Poseidon, or when you just get a spirit onto it. Otherwise, through other nexus effects, altar stars, etc. You legitimately swap the stats of every Elestral on the field, not just yours, not just water enchanted Elestrals, but your opponent's Elestrals as well. I'm sure the gears are already turning in many of your...
I mean, it does, like, the one issue with Galaxy base set is that it can't affect water, so this changes that and gets everything. But again, why are you sitting here like, oh, I just love making goofy card effects? Take this serious. You're supposed to be the creator of this thing and you're acting like a goofball now. Are you serious?
Your heads on how this card can be absolutely nuts, and I cannot wait to see what you guys cook up with Galaxy Champion of Poseidon. This one's gonna be fun. It's gonna be frustrating for people, but I think this card is gonna be really, really epic when we look at the implications of being able to swap every Elestral on the field. This card is gonna be really fun. A big shout out to my man MBT for revealing this card early. Make sure you check out his breakdown, of course, of Galaxy Champion of Poseidon. Up next, pairing with Poseidon's incredible Nexus effect, we've got a brand new Veritaqua Champion of Poseidon. This
Veritaqua, of course, is a very good Elestral in defense, like to out any defense Elestral, especially if anybody who wants to play defense against the Watercaster. You can take out Rabbit. You can even take out the what is it? The Camel. You can take out Camel with this if Camel happens to be in defense position, because it's the original one was suppress, and then be able to destroy without doing any banner damage. When this Veritaqua receives 1 or more water in a Nexus from Poseidon, you can special set it into Veritaqua, really, or Javalantis from your hand or deck. Okay. Okay. Veritaqua, or why would you okay, that's weird.
Veritaqua I love because we ended up recoloring kind of the tip of its nose, and I think it looks really epic.
I do like the fact that there's a way to get to Javalantis, because of course, in base set, there's no special way to get the Javalantis. It's just you have to hard ascend into it. Giving this one the ability to give it a Nexus from Poseidon to be able to ascend it into Javalantis is great. And Javalantis base set is so broken to the point where it's like your opponent doesn't want to put Elestrals in defense position because then you get burned for they get burned for 3 spirits every time Javalantis goes in there and takes them down. This I actually like this one. This is actually a pretty good one. I know again Veritaqua, like base set Veritaqua paired with Tsunami is devastating for your opponent because now their opponent, the Elestrals, no matter how big or how small they are, get taken out of their defense position. This one, I don't know. We'll have to see. But it definitely has a good look to it.
It's got 4 attack and 3 defense, so a pretty strong attacker here on this new Veritaqua with a brand new effect that says, when this Veritaqua receives 1 or more water in a Nexus from Poseidon, you can special ascend it to Veritaqua or Javalantis from your hand or deck. Now you might be like, Dan, okay, why can I special ascend it to Veritaqua or Javalantis?
Very good question.
Let me explain that. But first, this effect is going to activate on Poseidon's Nexus effect. So if Poseidon Nexus to Veritaqua, you're going to be able to utilize it. Or if you Nexus from Poseidon to Veritaqua through another card like Circle of Sky or Altar of Stars, then
so it has to come from Poseidon. You can't just Nexus from anywhere else. See, I don't know. It should be Poseidon's Nexus effect itself. I don't think Altar and Circle or any other Nexus effect should matter. It should be from Poseidon Nexus using Poseidon's Nexus effect up to Veritaqua. Just my thoughts.
Then it's also going to activate the effect. So Veritaqua just needs to get that water spirit from Poseidon through a Nexus, and it can ascend into Veritaqua.
I also do like the fact that it's like Champion Poseidon getting a Nexus from Poseidon to boost it up. I like that little like synergy with the divine that it's supposed to be a champion of. You don't see that with many of these.
Or Javalantis. This is very unique because it pairs with the original Veritaqua to help you eliminate defensive Elestrals. If you recall.
And honestly, if you get this Veritaqua on the field and you have Atlantis on the field, of course it's a 5/4, but then you ascend into Veritaqua, that Veritaqua becomes a 4/2. Or if Javalantis is on the field, that Javalantis will become a 9/6 when all is said and done, if you have Atlantis on the field. Ooh, boy.
Base set Veritaqua destroys defense position Elestrals. Without their effects being activated, it suppresses them. So it can be really strong at removing defense position threats. But Javalantis can also hit the field and deal massive amounts of damage.
I love Javalantis.
That are in defense.
I have won many times in casual tournaments with Javalantis on the field. I haven't been able to record them because of like error or the other opponents just streaming and it bogs it down. But a lot of times that I've won in casuals with my water deck, Javalantis has been on the field.
Position as well, and forcing them to expend a handful of spirits.
I love Javalantis.
So a lot of cool things you can do with this card, but I think the real bread and butter here is its Ascension Javalantis.
When you cast Tsunami, you can special send this Javalantis from your hand in your hand from one of your water Elestrals. You can enchant Elestrals deals piercing damage while Poseidon is enchanted. Ooh, man. Oh my god. That also counts for Poseidon, Majesty obviously, and Drak King. Oh my god, like Drak King paired with this as well, having a Drak King on the field and having to get this thing on the field. Oh my goodness. And in fact also if you pair this with the Majesty champion and turning all of the Elestrals on the field into water, yeah, that's a good little spot right there. 8-3 though. 8-3. Sheesh.
Champion of Poseidon. This Javalantis hits the field with a massive 8 attack and 3 defense, 2-cost water that says, when you cast Tsunami, you can special ascend this Javalantis in your hand from one of your water Elestrals. That means if you play Tsunami in response to your opponent, you can legitimately just ascend this Javalantis from your hand to the field and drop an 8 attack.
It just says water enchanted. I'm pretty sure it could be any water enchanted Elestral, or is it just one cost? I'm pretty sure it's any.
Attacker down. It also pairs incredibly well with High Tide, so don't forget about those possibilities where you can change the position of Elestrals on the field and enchant spirits to the field and then slap down your Javalantis on top of that, a lot of cool stuff you can do. It then goes on to say that your water enchanted Elestrals deal piercing damage while Poseidon is enchanted. So not just this Javalantis, but every one of your water enchanted Elestrals will now deal piercing as long as Poseidon is up.
Especially if you like, this would pair big time with Majesty or, oh god, Chronodile could be so much worse. Like, if you pair this with Chronodile and how big and powerful Chronodile is, like, you get all those, like, spirits on Chronodile, then you get this Javalantis on the field. Your opponent puts that, has an Elestral, like, say, a, Rabbit on the field in defense position. Boom, Chronodile hits into that and it hits massive piercing damage. Yeah, buddy. Of course, it's an 8-2.
Poseidon is going to allow you to move those spirits into your Elestral row with its Nexus effect. So many cool implications for Javalantis.
This is a PTA target if I've ever seen one. Like, my goodness.
Water getting a lot more offensive and aggro tools this set. A lot of cool stuff. I actually expect Water to put in some work in FireStorm because there's a lot of really cool tools based around Poseidon and some of these cool strategies like Tsunami and Tsunami High Tide. Now, up until this point, every reveal we have done so far has been an Elestral that you guys already knew, reimagined, or an Elestral that you already knew becoming a champion of one of the Divines. Now it is time for us to begin the reveals of the new...
Please tell me this is not the only new Elestral we're going to see in this entire thing. I hope everything else after this, which I doubt, will be new Elestrals, because we need some new ones.
Elestrals that have never been seen before, and there will be 10 incredible brand...
Okay, that's good. 10 is fine. I wish we had more, but 10 is something.
And new Elestrals that you have never seen before debuting in FireStorm, and those reveals start right now with a brand new one Elestral, Harpy. Harpy is a super...
Oh my god, look at it! It's definitely a Plucky it's the Nexus form of Plucky, which is fine. Your Elestrals cannot be attacked except for this Harpy, which sounds like Brontaglow? No, Funglow. Funglow, if you have two of them on the field, it's basically you can't attack them. When the Harpy is destroyed in battle, you can draw 2 cards if you have a Divine Rune on your field. So, my question is this going to be like Funglow? If you had 2 Harpies on the field, your opponent can't attack at all. Is that what that means?
Super adorable Nexus form of our good friend Plucky from the Solar Element.
It's adorable.
Hits the field with 2
I do like the fact that its harp is actually its tail. That's cool. Because Plucky, of course, had the harp with it, which is so cool and all. But this harp of its version of the harp is actually the tail of Harpy. That is cool.
And 3 defense with a super cool effect. It says that your Elestrals cannot be attacked except for this Harpy. You may remember that effect on another Elestral called Fun Guide, and now there's some really interesting implications when pairing Harpy with Fun Guide, or just putting Harpy onto your field in a deck that already swarms the field.
Yo, if you have Harpy and Fun Guide on the field, that would be so nuts because if you have both of them on the field, your opponent still can't attack because
really well. You can utilize Harpy to be able to protect your other Elestrals. Then it has an additional effect, a conditional that says when this Harpy is destroyed in battle, you can draw 2 cards if you have a Divine Rune on your field. So obviously this pairs incredibly well with Poseidon, naturally being an element, but if you slap Harpy into any deck utilizing a Divine, it can actually turn into a Redirector, a Taunter in a way, and also provide you additional resources through drawing once it is destroyed. A lot of really cool things you can do with Harpy, and I think this design is absolutely adorable. I love it. Kind of based on the Sirens in a way, and also, you know, kind of based on the lyre and musical elements we've had with Plucky. So I think this is going to be a super cool Elestral added into the mix, and I'm very excited about Harpy debuting in FireStorm. Up next, we've got a brand new full art for you guys to chase down. You've already seen our incredible box topper full arts, and now it's time for you guys to see the brand new Majesty Champion of Poseidon alt art full art that you guys can pull. I love this effect, being able to shut off your opponent's effects with its incredible power when paired with Poseidon or healing you up.
What's cool about this effect, and I think I said it before, is that if you have this on the field and you're running low on water spirits, but you have other spirits in your spirit deck, you can then play, and you have, like, say you want to play Javalantis. You don't have to have 2 water spirits under Javalantis. You can put anything under it. You can misenchant it because those spirits turn to water spirits, and Javalantis has its effects still. That's, like, water is going to be crazy. Now, of course, like a Draking, it ends up losing its effect because it's lunar in water, but now it's double water, so it's nothing but a big huge misenchanted Elestral. So this is going to make this. It's just a fun. This one's going to be interesting to see used if it's used, because I've used Majesty a couple times. I don't see too many people playing Majesty. Will this get people to actually want to play Majesty itself? I don't know. I think it's pretty cool, but we'll have to wait and see.
Up with its massive 14 defense, super cool. But my man Wrecking Art came to the table and brought this amazing art out here with the beautiful Majesty and Poseidon riding on top of it in the depths of the sea with the sun poking through, the reflection at the top of the surface. Absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be a true treat for you guys to pull out of your booster boxes, so get excited. Majesty, Champion of Poseidon, full art, alt art, amazing. And last but certainly not least for today, we've got a brand new Stellar to reveal. The new reverse Stellar for water in FireStorm is none other than Stellar Veritaqua. I'm a big fan of this red.
Of course, if you got base set, if you got went through the first Kickstarter, you got the Stellar Veritaqua, which I do run in my water deck. Again, I'd like to see newer Elestrals get their time to shine as Stellars. I don't think Javalantis has a Stellar, so I would have liked to rather seen that be a reverse Stellar than Veritaqua. But this is interesting, the fact that you have Veritaqua going around this water tornado, whatever it's called, in the water.
Stellar, I think this looks so good, especially with the blue background, and this has like a water tornado.
I would say that I would give an exception to the Elestrals that were Stellars in Kickstarter, so other people could have the ability to go out and get these Stellars, have a chance to get the Stellars that we as backers got. Only as this time it's reverse Stellar instead of being a Stellar.
Circling behind him, my man Rob put in the work. Veritaqua, Champion of Poseidon, I've already broken down today what it does for you, but it's going to be a powerhouse that can turn into a Javalantis very, very swiftly and deal massive amounts of damage with that good 4 attack and 3 defense. I think Veritaqua is going to make quite the splash in FireStorm, and this brand new reverse Stellar is certainly going to be an incredible chase card for all those water casters out there to find in your packs. Talk about some amazing brand new.
Now I like being a firecaster, but man, this water, like, I think it's called FireStorm, but I think water has gotten a lot of good hits for this entire thing. Some of these elements have just not hit for me, but it just seems like water has been like up here and everything else is just like down this round. I don't know what else we have coming for the next 11 days. I will be here for all 11 of them. Hit that subscribe button, comment down below, like or dislike this video, and I'll see you guys for day 15 tomorrow. Well, I'm hoping we get 1, maybe 2 new Elestrals. He said 10. We've seen 1. 9 to go. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, like I said, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.